Do you know your inspiration? Or
You're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration.
I think I meant motivation.
Just dance, 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 dance. Lady Gaga.
It has motivation in it?
And she's telling you just to dance.
Okay. Open your eyes.
Open your eyes. Look up to the skies and see.
Okay.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Alright, let's get started. This is a quick recipe if we let it be.
Let it be, let it be.
We're not gonna put that.
We're not gonna tape this. No, we're not gonna tape this. We're not gonna tape this anymore. Man, that was twisted, sister. It's peanut butter jelly time!
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yes.
It's out of my system. I'm good to go. Coffee's in me.
Okay, tell me about this recipe. Tell me how much you
Hello.
love this recipe.
We would like to discuss our recipe with you today.
What is up with all the accents?
I don't know. I'm trying to get in character here.
Let's just do the intro.
Okay.
You're enough of a character.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hi. Hi, and welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the Good Old Boy, where we're cooking up dishes straight from recipesthatcrock.com, which is my beautiful wife's cooking blog that has well over 500 recipes and rising. And today, we have a very fast recipe for you. We have a very simple recipe for you, and I'm going to tell you what it is. And I probably expect you to have the same reaction that I did. A peanut butter and jelly casserole. Now, the name in itself sounds amazing. The concept as you put it together is going to sound so simple. You're going to be like, really? That's it? Because that's what I thought when I watched my wife put this together for the first time. I said in my head, I'm like, you know, I'm one to motivate my wife and say, good job, honey. But in my head, I'm like, really? That's it? And then I tasted it. You see, I'm a peanut butter freak. I could eat peanut butter everything. Peanut butter cookies, peanut butter crackers, peanut butter jammy sandwich, peanut butter pie, peanut butter cheesecake, peanut butter milkshakes, peanut butter anything. Put a Reese's in front of me and it won't be there long. So I knew I would probably enjoy this recipe a little, and then she made it and I ate it and I enjoyed it a lot. Anybody can put this together. It's really fast, and I'm telling you, if you like peanut butter and jelly at all, you're absolutely gonna go crazy over this recipe. This has become, as fast as we we just discovered this this week.
Yeah, we made it.
This is in my top 5 favorite recipes. I kid you not.
Addie loves it. Addie's like,
okay,
crazy.
Usually we don't show you the final product until after I've put it together. Look at this. She did this in a big old crock pot. That's all that's left.
And I had to fight to save that piece.
Yes,
for
my
this
kid wanted this for breakfast this morning. Peanut butter and jelly. You make your kid a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch or for breakfast or whatever. She wanted this, and
it's so easy. It's wonderful fresh, where it's all warm and melty. But this is one of those things that the leftovers are just as good.
It'll keep.
I think it'll keep, and that's depending on when you do cinnamon roll casseroles and casseroles that have the biscuits in them. Sometimes the leftovers aren't as good as the originals. There are a handful of recipes, though, that the leftovers are as good, and this is one of them.
This is stupid crazy good.
Yeah.
This is 2 days old,
yeah.
And, you know, we kept it, of course. We kept it covered up until now.
Yeah.
But it's 2 days old, and it's still stupid crazy good.
You can just pop it in the microwave for like 15 seconds,
yes.
And it's just perfect.
And I'm not even going to put it in the microwave. I'm just going to eat it cold because it's that good.
Yes.
Okay, so let's tell you, now that we tried to sell it to you, let's try and show you how to make it. You need 2 rolls to, what are they?
Now, they're tubes that have 10 biscuits in them. Tell them how many ounces, because that's important.
They're 12 ounces.
Yes. So the biscuit world is a little crazy now because the biscuits are all different sizes.
This is going to throw me off because it says Texas style.
Yeah.
Now
that's the brand, or I guess.
No, this is an off brand.
I don't care about the style as much as the ounces because if you put too much in the slow cooker, then it's going to be doughy in the middle.
Well, you
and
think
not
everything's bigger in Texas. You don't want the bigger biscuits.
No.
You want the smaller biscuits. You want the 10 and the 10.
Yes, it's not the smallest ones either because the smallest ones are like 7.5 ounces. So you want 10 ounces. Oh, how many ounces?
12.
12. So 24 total ounces. Now, if you have to get bigger biscuits, just use the bigger biscuits, but only use or 24 ounces worth of biscuits. Don't just throw both tubes in.
Yeah.
So, and your kitchen scales should be able to help you weigh that out to get 24 ounces, and then you just want to cut them into bite-sized pieces.
How much jelly do we have here?
We have 3/4 of a cup of jelly
and 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter.
Yes.
This is just regular creamy peanut butter. Could you use crunchy?
You could. I'm a big fan of the creamy. I like the way, what this is going to do is it's going to melt over the top of the casserole and then set. So it's going to be very similar to kind of the peanut butter you find inside of like a Reese's cup or something. Because it's not going to set up creamy like that. It's going to be a little bit less. I don't know how to explain it, but oh boy.
I'm going to flinch. I always do. Ready? All right, good. Now we're on a roll. Or a biscuit, anyway.
You closed your eyes.
I did. Let me get them out of there. And what you want to do is you want to quarter up your 24 ounces of biscuits.
Right. Now, if you get the bigger biscuits, you might cut them into 6 pieces instead of 4. The biscuits.
So we're going to do this. I'm going to make this real fast. So we're going to speed up the tape starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. Don't stop believing. Hold on to the feeling, street lights, people. Oh! And now we're done. Everything's been quartered up. I know it was such a journey. But what we want to do is I'm going to take off my lid, take cooking spray, and when I go liberal with this, babe?
Yeah. This is one of those, this is actually the baking, okay, that's enough. Baking spray with flour in it, because that helps stuff. I just like that with the baked goods more.
And before I put those in there, I need to get my peanut butter. I don't know if you can see this or not, I have a hot plate over here.
We can't, but it's okay.
With a pot. Here's a pot on a hot plate. Let me see if I can slide this over just
Careful,
a hair.
it's going to be hot.
I'm just going to leave that right there.
Yeah.
Because that's hot. And I'm going to take my cup of peanut butter.
We're using a hot plate for him to heat things up so he doesn't have to turn his back to us to cook on the stove.
And I'm actually going to take that off of the hot plate now because that's hot.
You need to turn that down.
Yeah. I don't want to cook my peanut butter.
No.
I want to melt it down.
Just so you can drizzle it.
Warmed up peanut butter.
Yes.
Smells amazing.
Yes. You might also pop your jelly in the microwave.
Yep. I'm going to kind of stir that just a hair.
Or you could heat it on the stove. It's just we don't have a lot of pots and pans going right now.
Yeah. Put that over there.
I'd try 30 seconds to begin with. Yeah.
Boom. Alright. So, yeah, I got that a little too hot there, I think. You don't want to burn your peanut butter.
No.
But it'll cool on the slab right there. And now just drop them down.
Yep.
How do you do it?
Yeah. Just sprinkle them in there. If you cut them like Mikey did where they were on top of each other, you just want to make sure and pick them apart so they're not stuck together.
Yep, make sure they're separated. Which these... Oh no, that's one biscuit. Right?
Yeah. You'll be alright. It looks like your jelly might need to go on just a little bit longer.
I'm going to put my jelly on for a little bit longer. I will stir it first, though. Now, we are using a... What kind of jelly is that?
That's Smucker's. We prefer Smucker's low sugar version. So you use whatever jelly you normally use.
Let's wait. I'm going to clarify something real quick. We means Mommy and Miss Ann. If I were making this recipe, not under supervision, I would probably use Smucker's Blackberry Raspberry Jam because it reminds me of my mama, and she would actually go every summer and pick raspberries and blackberries. My dad has, I think he has two junkyards now, and that's where I grew up. I grew up in a junkyard, and that's how Dad made his living, was scrapping old cars and things like that, and then selling the metal later. And vines would always grow up in the junkyards. And I remember Mom, when I was a kid, climbing up over cars and steel and stuff like that, like it was no big deal, with a great big bucket. And she would always come back with gallons and gallons and gallons of raspberries, and then later on blackberries. And she would make pies, she would make tarts, and then my favorite thing that she made was blackberry raspberry jam. And you just don't get nothing better than that. And then she would make it on top of homemade crescent rolls. And people would actually call and ask if they could have some jam. And then the special people like me got rolls as well. So that's why I would use that kind of jam, that kind of jelly.
Yeah.
Or freezer jam would probably work. I love like a strawberry freezer jam.
Yeah, well, and this isn't sponsored by Smucker's, but Smucker's also has a really good strawberry jam that
They don't have to sponsor us. They make really good stuff.
And so you could totally do that too. Just do whatever flavor you like. So is it nice and it needs to be completely melted?
Completely melted?
Yeah.
It's
like I would put it in for a little bit longer.
I bet if it's warm, so I bet if I just stirred this, it will probably go ahead and unset itself.
You might show them what you're looking for too.
You're looking for... Okay,
I don't want it bumpy at all.
Yeah, you don't want it lumpy. You want it thin.
Right.
You want it like a syrup.
Well, both peanut butter and jelly will get really thin once heated. Is your peanut butter thin?
My peanut butter is thin.
Okay, good.
Okay, so I'm going to do what you said. We'll put this in for about another 10 seconds.
And while that's doing, you can drizzle your peanut butter.
Yes, which is what I will do. Now that, look at this. Look at that peanut butter. You're right there. That's like a peanut butter syrup right there.
Yep.
And just drizzle it over the top, right?
Drizzle it just as evenly as possible. There's going to be pools of it, and you'll love that later.
Peanut butter pools. Just do it like that. Try not to hit my camera. Okay, so I'm going to have to slide this back just a hair. And like here, right there. Get some on the sides there. Gosh, that smells so good. I love the smell of peanut butter. So if you have a nut allergy, sorry, because this one is full of peanut butter. I wonder if there's something that they could do as an alternate.
I'm sure if there is, they know what those things are.
Yeah.
That's not something we know. Don't be smearing
it.
Don't
smear. Don't smear. Stop it.
Just let it pool where it does.
Just let it be.
Let it be, baby.
Let it be. Let it be. Peanut butter and jelly. I cannot wait to put it in my belly. Alright, so this is pretty much the lumpies are out. The pectin has dissolved again. And then just drizzle this over the top of the...
Yep.
Like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Drizzle. Oh, yeah. Snoop Dogg would like this recipe. Faux drizzle. Ooh, I like how that when you put it like it shoots down into the
Yes.
peanut butter.
And so, how this is, because in essence, what you're making is a massive peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but this is a little different because the peanut butter and jelly are going to bake into
It's
the
going to
biscuits.
soak down in. So kind of like our chocolate lava cake, how you put the stuff on top and it soaks down into it and cooks into. Yeah, that makes sense. Don't smear. I have this habit of wanting to smear,
Yes.
but I won't.
So this is an important. You need to use a 6-quart slow cooker to do this, or you could probably do this in the casserole crock. I haven't tested it, but because the whole point, though, my point is it needs to spread out.
Real quick, I just want to show. Check it out. I wonder if I've got a bigger zoom. I do. Watch this. Nope.
So
Look at that.
you're
Look
gonna
how
cook.
the peanut butter is laying on top of the biscuits, and then the jelly shot down into the peanut butter. That's gonna cook up real good.
All right, so you're gonna cook this on low for 90 minutes to 3 hours, and that's a long range because slow cookers all cook differently. And there will be people who at 90 minutes, if you don't shut it right off, it's gonna burn. The one that Mike's eaten, it was done in 90 minutes, but I know for a fact that I've had casseroles like this take up to 3 hours. So you're just gonna have to watch your slow cooker.
Completely depends on your
Yes.
slow cooker. Are you done talking about it so I can eat it?
I'm sorry.
I've been really looking forward
Yes.
to this all morning. It's like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh my goodness. Addie's so jealous. She's at school, but she would be so jealous.
She's gonna get one here in a little bit. It's fresh. This has been sitting in a slow cooker for 2 days. It tastes just as good as the day she made it.
Yeah.
So,
It's good warm. It's good leftovers. It's just
I'm
good.
gonna show a cross section, if you will. Turn to this camera. Look, right here. See that? That's peanut butter and jelly that is soaked down into the biscuits, and it's good. It doesn't just stay on top; it soaks down into it and bakes into
Right.
the biscuit itself.
Right.
I don't even need a fork. But I do need a cup of coffee. This would be good with a big old glass of milk.
All right.
That took too big of a bite. Who'd ever thought that my mouth wasn't big enough?
Oh.
This would be really good with a glass of milk or a cup of coffee that's been poured into your Crock Posse mug that you can now purchase right now on teespring.com. That is serious good. 3 ingredients. Well, 4 if you count the cooking spray, but peanut butter, jelly, and biscuits. Put those 3 things together in your slow cooker. It will combine and make happiness in your slow cooker. What kid doesn't like peanut butter and jelly?
I know that one does.
Oh, this kid loves that a lot. We want to thank you guys for watching another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes with the good old boy. And if you have not joined our Crock Posse already, the membership is easy. Click subscribe down below, and you will become a member of the Crock Posse. And also, check us out over at Facebook at Recipes That Crock, on Instagram at Recipes That Crock, and on Twitter at Recipes Crock. And we will come back with more and more dishes just like this that will make you happy and me really happy. Because if you keep watching, we will keep cooking, and all will be well. Bye.